So here it is. I'll say something to you young people, right? And you'll be saying, damn, did he say that? When I've been saying something all the time, right? But now you picking up on it, right? So when I dance around and when I be stuttering and trying to figure out how to say it the right way so I won't incriminate myself or then I'm just not being overly out there, then you be saying, man, what is he talking about? You be baffled, right? So then I start breaking down saying stuff a different way, but then I'm talking slow, then you pick up and then you start saying, damn, did he say that? So now maybe you should go back and listen to the other stuff. Because see, if I'm 64, that means when I was 40, if you're 24, that means you wasn't born, right? So that means there are 40 years of experience, regardless of what that experience is, right? 40 years of different seasons, summer, fall, winter, spring, all seasons, some of everything, right? Some of everything that you're going through now. Why is it that a lot of you young people in your 20s, 24 to 20 to 30, feel as though you can tell us, Not saying that you're wrong about anything that you're saying. Maybe it's some things that we see differently when we get older. Maybe it's some things that we engage in, we just don't want to be, just explicit about, things. Maybe we're just trying to warn you about things, right? But some of y'all move so fast you don't listen. And that's not judging you because I'm saying we did too. Well, that's the way it is. You got to figure it out. We don't do that no more. That's what they don't do that like that no more. So you doing it like that. It's just that you're doing something just different. See, like we did the shake and bake with the Kool-Aid, and the white Coke and Wild Average Rose. You what y'all drinking now? E&J or whatever? See, like now y'all roll blunts. We used to roll joints. See? Y'all bring the elephant legs and the flares and the platform shoes, all that come back. See? And then other things are micro, but it's the same thing. Like the 8-track tapes went down to cassette tapes, then it went down to CDs, now it's down to flash drives or whatever. Same thing. Don't move so fast that you think something is different, man. Because one thing that don't change about people is their mind and their thinking. About what you do to them, about what they done to you. Don't change, man. See, listen, what you can learn from an older woman is not to work so hard, but learn how to work smart. I'm telling you in that life. The less you do, the more you can get. See? Older women be built a certain kind of way, man. They got a certain kind of glow and a certain kind of vibe. They just laid back and they still getting it. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. So, hey, work harder when you're younger because you don't know. You think that's what you have to do. No, it's not true. But if you was to listen, you would know that. But like I said, a lot of you don't know. Or you figure you already got it figured out. No, nobody knows it all, man. Listen, that's not what social media is about, by the way. We're just sharing. And a lot of times when we talking about dollars and cents, we have two different points of views because some of y'all reaching for $1 million and then others reaching for hundreds. It don't make a difference. You all reaching for the same thing, you're just reaching a different kind of way. So nothing is, greater or less than the other. And no. That's not what it's about. It's about sharing really to protect you, man, a lot of times. I mean, for me, from my point of view. You see so much happening, in the urban cities, man, of America, man, Jack. You just see so much, man, with young people. See? And then you say, well, what's your point? That's my point. If the social media was more open about why things happen, instead of the elephant in the room, nobody want to talk about it. Do you know, man, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here, right? I have never heard of so many innocent people get killed in my life. Have you? Have you ever heard anybody stand on TV and say anything about, well, they were such and such this and they were such and such that? Condolences to the families who lost, because I lost people too, right? But it never comes out to the public about why. I mean, about actually really why somebody was, killed or whatever. It never comes out. There's always something put out, but 9 times out of 10, it's not the truth. But you have to always tell yourself, it happened for something. Somebody did something. Now, we might not agree to it or whatever. Sometimes it might be a mistake or whatever. But all innocent people. Remember I told y'all, man, at the time, man, that when I was down on the Gold Coast, I hadn't been there in a while. This was around Christmas time, man. I hadn't been around there in a while, and there's a lot of homeless people down there now. And how they was treating those people, and you wonder why you hear stuff on the Gold Coast, why they was stabbing people and killing people on the Gold Coast, and it was homeless people, and they would tell you about the person who got killed, which was a white person, a Caucasian. Oh, he was an upstanding professor, and he went to Harvard, and he was this and that at the church, and this, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, yes. But see, I know different. Because those are the ones who said little things and did little things to me. Say that, yeah, man. I told you they bumped me, and the street was wide. One guy, he said, bump you, yes. I didn't say anything, though. Didn't know. I was dressed, whatever. Just, he wasn't no big old guy, but he did it. He knew what he was doing, man. They set you up into different situations and try to play the victim. Those people that be in families, man, they family, they wives, they husband or whatever, they know the attitude you got. They know if you racist and you saying, you part of that microaggression in the house and nigga this and this and that, and they hear you. So 9 times 10 when something happened, they know why. Because they know your attitude and your character. I told you, man, one time I was with my dog up on this beach, and this guy had just something about him. When Big Girl was running, man, and running and stuff, his attitude, me and him was the only one out there. He had his dog, right? But I can't remember exactly what he was saying, just saying things. It wasn't harsh or whatever. It was just what he was saying, the tone and what he was saying. So me and Big Girl came out there probably the next, he started timing, by the way. Yeah. So Big Girl had got something off of that beach, right? And she had got sick, man, and man, she almost died. Like 4 days, I detoxed. I had some, because I keep medicine on my shelf, man, for extreme reasons, right? Man, she was out of there, Jack. Do you know she wasn't coming out the house, but I was seeing him from a distance, like, right? Because she, like I say, she was sick. But the way he looked from a distance, I knew it was him before I'd seen the look on his face. But then about a week or two later, when I got Big Girl all the way back, we was out, not that beach, passed him like on the street, and he said some words, I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember exactly, but to the fact, like, this is what he said. I see you still around, huh? And so that told me then that he was the one who I thought did it. Who did it? So you say, what's your point? What I'm saying, man, you got people, and he looked like he was an upstanding kind of guy too. That's what I'm saying. When you out here, when these people out here, and you be hearing things about when you see what people doing different things, you do some of that stuff to the wrong person, man, you're going to get your brain splattered, okay? So when you out here, this is what the news need to say. The things like I'm saying now. Instead of always putting out when something happens, how everybody on the news is so innocent. Do you know, like I told y'all, just pay attention. When have they ever said anything guilty about anybody who got killed? Is everybody upstanding this? So somebody just out the clear blue just killing all innocent people. Does that make sense to you? It wasn't a robbery or none of that. They just killed you for no reason at all. No, you did something. I don't know what it is, but somebody do, and I bet you your family and friends do.